Hello. Hi Darkleaf. Hi Yuna. Hey Yellow Fang. Hey Mop. Back from Comic-Con. I did see that Ginger Snaps was there. I've gotten stuff from them on Etsy. I would have loved to meet them in person. Ginger Snaps was at the Comic-Con in England this weekend. I guess it's probably still going on, right? Hey Tweaks. Hey Ashley. Let me... so Daylight Savings Times kicked my butt. Yeah, Panda has a double character slot. So there's 3 full bodies in the queue today for now. Daylight Savings Time kicked my butt. It's 2 o'clock, but it feels like 1 o'clock, like when I usually stream. And it's just, you know, it's like, whatever, man. We'll just go with it. Wait, you didn't see... Well, they had a booth, I thought, Darkleaf. Yeah, so it's 3 characters. Maybe. I just realized that they have not paid yet. I'll message them and ask them if they're still interested. If they're not, we'll do the one before them first because they have paid. I mean, I don't think that they would not. I mean, they're a frequent commissioner. I'll probably just sketch it or something. Hey, Agnolia. Happy Women's Day. Women moment. Okay. Am I part of the furry fandom? Yeah, I feel like I'm not... I think it would be disingenuous to say no. I go to furry cons. I enjoy fursuits. I don't have a fursuit. And I kind of have like a mascot character instead of a furry, but I basically use her as my furry. Sona, for Sona. So, yes, I would say I'm part of the fandom. Okay. Are you still interested in... I feel like you could argue that there are a lot more people that are more furry than me, but that is fine if you wanted to argue semantics. Briskets and gravy a few streams ago, and I had that for breakfast. I had a Pop-Tart for breakfast. I wish I had biscuits and gravy. I have to go to the grocery tomorrow. I should get stuff to make it. Okay. Let me text Pixie. I think Pixie lives in Australia. And it's probably like 2 in the morning there, so we'll see if they answer. But we will start with pandas. This character is really cool. It's a snake-cat hybrid. Its name is Snake Sky. And it's just freaking cool. Faint fur pattern vaguely represent. Look at the rendering on this as well, you guys. Just check this out. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Just check this out. Hold on. I have never used Procreate. Oh yeah, it does resemble snake scales. Overall silhouette. But he would have a cat nose at the end of that long sniffer. Okay, so they've changed it to have a cat nose. And the snake scale pattern in his fur would be slightly more noticeable. Okay, okay. Hey, Panda. We're gonna start with you today. We were just admiring Snake Sky. I love the rendering on this. It's beautiful. It looks like it's right out of one of those like old Renaissance, like I'm gonna go to the Galapagos Islands and sketch a creature that I saw. It's very reminiscent of like that type of style. Really love it. My favorite Warrior Cats character? Today, I will pick Blue Star. A classic. I've been thinking about Blue Star this morning. Oh, I'm glad I inspired you, Mercenary. I hope you continue to draw and find lots of enjoyment in it. Alrighty. Is your favorite Warrior Cats character Yellowfang? Yellowfang? I mean, that's a pretty solid pick too. I would say Yellowfang is definitely on my top favorites. I didn't want to pick the same one as you though. That would have been boring. Every time I try to do the Warrior Cats favorite picker, I just get really, really, really bored. It's aggressively long. Let's see, let me look up some snake, because I'm not as sure with snakes. Their anatomy, snakehead. So let me, oh, not a snakehead, but snakehead's a fish. Just a snake is fine. Yeah, I did think that they have eyes that are more on the sides of their head, so I should marry the two. Snakes are so cute. Yellowfang in the first series was top tier. I had the urge to write lore, but I wasn't home. I won't have any ideas for what to draw. Oh, you can write to the stream too. Some people just use me as background noise. Well, I'm sure a lot of you guys do. That's kind of how I would do it. Yeah, she just walked into the room. Yeah, she's on the desk now. Hold on, let me move the keyboard so she doesn't delete things. I know. She got her treats and she got her cuddle time, so I guess she's just looking for more attention. I mostly do that. Aw. I'm glad you enjoy the background music. I need to actually get off my butt and curate like a proper playlist with like songs that I really like from games that aren't even Nintendo. Does Snake Sky have a little snaky tongue? I kind of want him to be doing like the blip. Hey, Super. Big and greedy. Yeah, she is big and greedy. It's somewhere between snake and cat, the tongue. Oh, you gave me so much information, Panda. Don't even worry about it. An AMV to work on. Ooh. I'm glad to see people are still making like their own AMVs and stuff. Yeah, it's a cat snake. Cat snake hybrid. Minecraft base cats. How's everyone on Sunday? We're finally back on Sundays for the commission streams. It's been a while. Let's see, let's... extend the... No, Anna, I'm so sorry. Hang in there. I'm on my second cup of coffee, Mop. It sounds like you could use a cup of coffee as well. Extremely tired. Yeah, I completely forgot that daylight savings time ended this morning, and I don't know. It has... I was like, what is this? Hoppers? Oh, is that the new... That's the new Pixar one? I saw a trailer for that last night. I don't have anyone near me that will go to animated movies. Actually, I do. I should probably ask them. That's a lie. That was a total lie. With the beavers. Everyone's been talking about the one with the basketball goat from the studio, I don't know, Paramount or whatever. I feel like no one's really talking about the Hoppers one. Hoppers kind of makes me feel like it's an Easter movie. I feel like it's kind of a weird name. Oh, okay, okay. I want to see both. That would probably be a pretty solid, like, double movie night. Oh, thanks for the $2. Hold on. Thanks for the $2, Eden. Hoppers makes me think of grasshoppers. Goat is nothing incredible. I kind of felt the same way about the K-pop movie. But I also I never saw the second Spider-Verse, which I want to see. Kind of when I'm sticking his leggy out. I feel like the only person who didn't like the second one. Okay, okay. I never saw it. I thought the first one was really solid. The colors were beautiful. I thought that the utilization of like The different styles for the different types of Spider-Man were really creative. Yeah, I went to your channel because I was like, oh, I feel like Mercenaries probably, so I had to go to your channel to look. I did like the first one. I think I only saw it once though. I think I need to see it again. Like if I was gonna watch the second one, I would want to watch the first one again. You don't mind being called Mercenary? Well, I'll try to remember Eden. I kind of hate that YouTube doesn't let you have, like, your not handle anymore, but whatever, man. The beans. To not trace a real... You mean, like, reference or trace? Because, I mean, if you're trying to learn anatomy... That is one way you can learn, like the first time, trace the image, the second time, heavily reference it, and then the third time, just like try to recreate the pose on your own. That's a very common way of like trying to get a grasp on a shape. I definitely, so when I was growing up in my art class, we did these things called half pictures, and I remember doing a couple to like cartoons, like Fairly Odd Parents, or SpongeBob, you know, like Foster's Home, where I'd print out a screenshot of the cartoon, and my art teacher would cut it in half. I'm gonna actually extend the legs up, just extend them so much, man. And then my art teacher would cut it in half and then paste half of the picture onto the piece of paper, and then I would have to recreate the second half. And it helped me learn, like, form and... I don't know. I remember really enjoying doing it. Whenever I'm like, just keep extending the leggies. The other thing we did was upside down pictures. So that was when my art teacher, we would print out something and then she'd flip it upside down, and it was to like recreate the picture. Hold on. So like we'd have a piece of paper that went on top of it, right? And you have a piece of paper over here. And she would slowly like take the picture up and you would draw what you see. And then, like, slide it up a little bit more. And then, like, continue. And that was to help us get out of the, like, I'm drawing an ear, right? You're just drawing exactly what you see. Don't do too much at once, but... And so that was also to help you, like, do stuff. That was a good exercise. Just FYI. Yeah, it helps force the brain to, like, take what you're drawing and, like, you can focus more on the negative space, too, because she'd be like, okay, well, do you see this shape? And how this shape is not the same in your picture or whatever, you know? So it's like... Yeah. More lanky. Like, even more. This is the first stream I catch, and this is a vibe. We try to vibe in here. Our vibes are very mellow. Don't make it too. I want it to be like a gradual S. The neck is a very important part. It's a snake-cat hybrid. It's gotta look like a snake. I wanted it to look like it was just, it just got interrupted from, he just got interrupted from, like, grooming. You know how cats are? I know, Anna. I know. Trust me, I get you. It is already 2:15 here. I usually start commission streams at 1:30 or 1. Hey, Bryn. It only took 2 college semesters to be able to finally draw humans. I never did any class where, like, anatomy or anything, unfortunately. That, like, forced me... I mean, I had to do self-portraits quite often. But... And I mean, I didn't have to take any of those classes because that wasn't really my major. I didn't need... Took to me before the picture you see generated. Very happy today. I am feeling pretty good today. I have been nursing a headache. Yeah, I think it was. It's a... Yeah. I'm gonna watch Beastars. Yeah, I will say... It's a little disappointing to know that that the reference images is generated. I do suggest getting a commission by I mean, yes. As somebody that does design custom designs commissions, it's okay, Panda. As someone that does custom design commissions, there are people out there that will work with you to get the exact picture that you would like to get. The important thing is that you understand. Case of vertigo? Oh, I'm so sorry. I've never had vertigo. That sounds very scary. think Apple has had Vertigo before. Yeah, I can't really imagine how it must feel. Did you guys see that the Fire Red and Leaf Green Pokemon games aren't on the Virtual Console? You have to like buy them yourself. Like you have to. I was disappointed in that. Sorry, I just heard the Pokemon music and then it reminded me of it. Me and my team are working on an indie animation show. Ooh. It's basically a wait. It's basically abandonware. It bought. Never mind. I don't want to talk about it. It'll make me depressy. The amount of cash grab that the Pokemon franchise, in my mind, I feel like it's gotten worse, but it hasn't because they used to release entire new game, like they used to release entire third games, like Emerald, Platinum. But my mom has episodes where she has symptoms of vertigo, like feeling dizzy / lightheaded. The amount of, well, it's not, I mean, yeah. It's not all Nintendo games are not like that, though. It's like it's hard to explain. Called Spotlight. Is it like, you said it's going to be on YouTube? Did you say? No, you didn't say. Okay, somebody just mentioned YouTube after your chat. I'm excited. It's always really fun to work on a project. You meet so many great people doing it. When do you think I'll reopen? Tuesday. Definitely Tuesday. I will have a couple of slots open on Tuesday. Yeah, no problem, Moth. I don't think you can send links, sorry. YouTube won't even let me, like, approve a link. It just automatically blocks it. Wow, that's the dream, Bryn. I am very happy for you. I think I'll make it more snaky by like... You said it has a cat's nose. A secret government brand called Pet. This is... It kind of sounds really cool. Start doing the boogie woogie. I'm pretty sure Agnolia is lurking. I think I will do the scaly pattern. I will kind of simplify down. And I think would you mind if I maybe like tried to add like a lighter belly? I think it might sell the snake a little bit. Let me try it. I don't think it's based off of any specific snake, but it's a white snake, so I don't know. I'm absolutely not familiar with the snake species at all. No problem, Panda. I got you. Does liking a stream even do anything? It's not an albino snake because it's just probably just like a white cat. More like a white cat. Hey, Tiger Heart. Well, no, the eyes are yellow, so it's not albino. I spent this morning vectorizing some of the pin designs so that I can get them quoted. King snake ball. I know that there are certain snakes that come in a lot of different colors. I want it to have like a cat's eye. Do you want it to have like eyebrows? I feel like I usually give eyebrows to all of my characters. It's okay, Panda. I just would encourage you not to do it again. It's okay. My mom and dad sent me AI-generated art this morning, and I've told them multiple times, I don't want to see it. Stop sending it to me. Like, the important thing is that after you learn, it doesn't happen. He's kind of giving the Dwayne The Rock Johnson look. I feel like sometimes it's just hard for people that aren't artists to understand. I mean, the AI thing isn't just affecting artists. It's affecting programmers. It's affecting... It's like everywhere. I can't really blame you for like not knowing if you're not an artist. Like, even just today, Adobe Acrobat's stupid advertisements they're giving me is like, look at how much AI we put into this. Isn't that amazing? So, like, don't beat yourself up over it, Panda. There's no way for you to know unless somebody has told you. Yeah. I'm like, Acrobat is literally your worst program. How are you actively making it worse? I'm sitting here while I'm working on Photoshop CC, by the way. I completely understand the irony. Putting my foot in my mouth. I kind of wanted to have, like... him with eyebrows. I feel like I give all of my... I have to have eyebrows. I feel like the cat nose. I want it to be long, like wider, to kind of mimic the shape of the snake nostrils. Did I see Owl Spark's newest map call? I did not see it. I heard about it, I think. Actually, I don't remember. I heard that there was a new map call by Owl Spark, or was it like, did Luxie post one? I don't know. I'm trying to decide whether I want the little Filtrum line or whatever it's called. I feel like it looks more snake-like when it's not there. But I also feel like there's a lot of aspects that are already like snake-like the lankiness and stuff that it might benefit from looking more cat-like. I cannot turn them into stickers. I have sent out buttons with the commissions before. I do not currently have access to make stickers on my own, but I will say that if you want to get some stickers made, like there are people on Etsy that'll do custom stickers, and I am completely okay with you taking my art and you making stickers of it for your own personal use. I don't want you to sell it unless we've like got a commercial commission going on, but would be completely okay with you like getting some stickers made out of the commission and like using them for your own personal use or like giving them away to your friends and stuff like that. But yeah, I do not have the ability to make stickers in my home, so I'm hoping to maybe get the ability to do that this year, but we will see how my finances look. I also want to get a car. So I will not ship buttons out to overseas though. I mean, I guess I would, but you're gonna have to pay for shipping. And because it's like a lot of money. I unfortunately do not have the ability to ship out the buttons unless you paid for shipping. Yes. I believe that they're still in the process of contacting applicants for Work Animated. It's just a Nintendo playlist, but there is a lot of Mario songs. There was some Pokemon songs. I have sticky paper and a printer. I think what I would need is a Cricut and a laminator that can do vinyl lamination. I think that's really the only two things I would need. Or like, well, one of my friends says a Cricut isn't necessarily the best option, but like a Cricut like machine. See ya, Bryn. Yeah. There's just no... I think that the shipping... I need to open up an Etsy store, if nothing else for my international customers, because I do believe that Etsy has better international shipping prices than other shipping websites. $1 William. $1 William. I also need to see how much money I owe in taxes this year. I don't think it'll be too much, but... I've heard that the crickets, I call them crickets, but I'm pretty sure it's like a cricut. Or a circuit or something like that. A circuit. But there's another option, and my friend has a cricket. But it's pronounced cricket. Okay, so I'm pronouncing it right. My friend has a cricket, and she actually recommended me to get a competitor brand because the cricket likes to mess up a lot. And it's very loud. Sometimes we'll watch anime and she'll have it going in the background. I'm like, machine ASMR. I feel like we're in a point in history where everything is going to get worse before it gets better with AI in general. If that makes sense. I feel like that's why technology seems to have gotten worse. It's like when they first invented CGI. No, I didn't see Owlspark's new map. What? Okay, you guys didn't tell me. What is the map? What is it about? What's the premise? Give me the elevator pitch right now. I'm waiting for my friend to drop a map. A leaf pool one of my mods. I'll be helping out with that one. Old school map, no script about Firestar. Interesting. I hope people have fun and are able to experience a little bit of how maps used to be made. I think it'll be interesting. Whoa, and yelling at us. I like the idea of it having him having like a fluffy belly. Is this the one that you guys were talking about that's also not done on Discord? I have mixed feelings about that. I think people think that Discord is what's been ruining map creation, but I would beg to differ. Oh, oh, you're right, you're right. Mop coming at me with the title change, as always. Hey, Lettuce. Lettuce, how is, Bitter Medicine going? Oh, Elico, don't stress out about it. It's a volunteer project. If you don't get in, it's not like you can always try again next year. Six parts. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I think about it every day, Lettuce. I just wanted to let you know. Lettuce, if you need any help, ... I've been thinking about it all day and every day, ever. Hit me up if you need some backgrounds done. I don't know if I could contribute like a full-blown part, but if you need anyone like a helper or something. I'm kind of like wholly invested in that map. I'm gonna give him 4 feetsies. I know, it looks so good. That was me just like letting out all my excitement into one. I know, good luck, Toon. For those of you who don't know, Toon is the director of Warrior Cats Animated. Oh, was it Darkleaf? Was it Rio? Was their name Rio? Hey, Amber. How is the grind going, Amber? Friend's place and she's finishing a quick... dash stretch. Do snakes do like... Do snakes do stretches? I don't know enough about snakes to know if they like stretch their leg... I guess they don't have leggies. But do they stretch their back out? Weekend having off. Nice. They yawn. Snakes have legs. I feel like in the 4th dimension, snakes have legs. For sure, for sure. They do have legs? No way. Have you guys seen that 40 golf game? I feel like I talk about the 40 golf game like a little bit too much. But it's a fascinating game. I could never play it. I've watched somebody play it and it's just like insane. My friend's cat who is a great morning kit design. Oh yeah, that one. That is a good morning kit. Can I show him on stream? Oh wait, there's a person in this. I'm gonna crop you out, or your friend, and I'm just gonna show his face. His name's Kobe Jack. And it is a perfect morning kit design. Sir Kobe. Jack. Jack Sparrow. Pet, 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 pet. Throw him a slice of cheese. He does need to like experience. What is that cheese meme? The cheese meme where they let's throw a piece of cheese on a cat. Is it like a TikTok or is it like a Vine? Is it old enough to be a Vine? He does like cheese? Oh no. He has to have lactose-free cheese though. I feel like this leg would actually be higher up because it's so tall. And I also feel like the angle on the paw is a little off. "2019 was 7 years ago." Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I feel like it's crazy that I've been graduated from college for 6 years. 5 years, I'd say. Oh, I'm glad, Panda. I just drew it the same exact way. Maybe it's not too bad. I feel like I need like kind of an outline of the belly. And I feel like I could extend the leggy out. No. This way. Oh, we need claws. A little goatee. You mean the tail or the tongue? Oh, you're talking about like you would like me to put one under him like this? Faint fur pattern overall for noticeable fluff on chest and chin. Okay, yeah. I'm reading the description you sent me. He's observing the stream. Be focusing up when I have... Oh, why is that so big? When I have the cat viewer. My manager is here, you guys. Be on your best behavior. Now he's watching. He's now watching the stream. Oh Lord, he watching. Wait, Neon, have you been here for a while? He's watching you, watching him, watching the stream. This is true, this is true. I don't think I ever said hi to you. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we go a little off-white. Cream fades to a soft cream white about halfway down legs. Okay. Pure white. With the snake-like presence. Let me look up the snakes again. I think that if I keep like the cat's eye shape, but then like extend up, it'll be a nice balance. This is Panda Zosie. His name is Snake Sky. Okay, so we have pure white, and then it fades to cream, and then I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna do like the snake pattern. Hello, Goose. Goose is broken. Do I have like a diamondy brush? I like that, Goose. I never would have expected you to become a stream regular. I have to say that you're full of surprises. We kind of hazed you a bit on your first day here. Hey, Jatoiba. If we eat Goose, we too will be broken. No. It's complicated, Saturn. It's complicated. But I have the reference on the side of my screen. I think what I'm going to do is... Okay, fade to a soft cream right about halfway down the legs. Cream coloration is strongest at the paws and tail tip. So what I'm thinking is... have like a couple of the snake pattern. I know. I want to play Toad Treasure Track. That was actually a pretty good game, I'm not gonna lie. Toad Treasure Tracker was a pretty awesome game. Color Splash is not as awesome of a game, but it was very pretty looking. Hold on, let me look at snakes again. Color Splash definitely had toads in it, though. You always forget that Color Splash or that the Wii U exists. I didn't. I actually had a lot of like really fun games for the Wii U. I hate the toads, collecting them I mean, you have to collect them in Origami King too, right? Don't you? For peak Wii U usage? Yeah, that's pretty much how I was. It was like my... I was in college... I played Mario Kart 8 so much on the Wii U, not even funny. Welcome back, Panda. I don't want him to be too overwhelming because it is like still the kind of like simplified style, but I feel like just having them on a couple of sections will like help sell it. Honeycomb ice cream. I don't think I've ever had honeycomb ice cream. Honeycomb ice cream. Interesting. Sea salt and honeycomb toffee ice cream. That sounds heavenly. Have I had black licorice ice cream? No. I am not opposed to black licorice. My mother really likes black licorice, so I have, like, had it quite a few times in my life. I am not a huge ice cream person, and typically when I get ice cream, I usually just go for vanilla and get, like, toppings. I think I want more of, like, a pink. Maybe just slightly darker toesies. I can send it to you on Tumblr, Panda, but I think I might need to email it to you. Actually, I might be able to upload it. I'll upload it to a Google Drive and then link it to you, and then you can, like, download it. I'm gonna make this the lighter color. Soft serve and sprinkles. One time I had ice cream that was like called. It had something to do with ants, and the reason that it was called like the ant scoop or something like that, and it was because it was ice cream and then rolled around in chocolate sprinkles so that it looked like a bunch of ants were on top of it. I wish I liked ice cream less than I do. Yeah, my snack of choice is cookies. Cookies are my weakness. They're my dessert of choice. I love brownies. I love cookies. I'm actually not usually like a cold dessert person. Finchwing's on? Yeah. I need to... One day I will secure a slot on a Finchwing stream. And then we'll streamception. Finch opens her commissions the day of, though, right? Like, you have to be there. Does she only do commission streams, or does she do streams on other days, like doing personal projects? You think both? I should definitely catch one of her streams. I love salty over sweet. I definitely have a sweet, more of a salty tooth than a sweet tooth, for sure. But I think my sweet tooth is majority like a chocolate tooth. Oreos, brownies, Thin Mints, Kit Kats. Really the only type of, like, candy I like. Well, I love those nerd gummy clusters, but, like, everyone does. And then I like Sour Patch Kids. Like, I like sour, like, lemon heads and stuff like that. My favorite ice cream is Dippin' Dots. I mean, is Dippin' Dots even ice cream? It's technically ice cream, right? But I feel like if somebody was like, I want ice cream, and then you give them Dippin' Dots, they'd probably be pretty pissed, so... That's always my thing. I'm like, is this? And then I'm like, well, if I asked for this and somebody gave me it, would I be pissed? If I would say yes, then it's not. Dippin' Dots on top. Circus peanuts? Wait, circus peanuts, are they like honey roasted or something? They're not just regular peanuts? Never had Dippin' Dots before. Neon. They might just be an American thing. You're from Brazil, Mion? Banana marshmallow candies shaped like peanuts. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't think I've ever had one. I know exactly what you're talking about. They're orange. And they're pretty big. They're pretty big. I don't think I've ever had those. I've definitely seen them in the candy aisle. Cookies and cream. I used to really like Moose Tracks when I was a kid. They had Reese cups in them, like mini Reese cups. Hey, Kiara. Welcome in, welcome in. Trapped by Maisie. So sad. Apple's curled up on the bed, taking a nappy. Silver Rain. Ferrero Rocher. Wait, they had Ferrero Rocher flavored ice cream? Ferrero Rochers are like... That's kind of my kryptonite. I'm not gonna lie. I don't eat them as often anymore because they're so sweet and they do really hurt my mouth. But oh my god, they're so good. They are very good. I like hazelnut chocolate stuff. I never buy Nutella though, it's pretty expensive. So I never really buy it when I'm at the grocery, but I do love the hazelnut flavoring. Well, it's also really sweet. And the like more healthy options that aren't as sweet cost even more than like regular Nutella. I love Nutella though. I wish my teeth weren't so sensitive. Of course, it does keep me away from a lot of unhealthy options, so I guess it's like a pros and cons type of thing. Nutella, the most buy-off brand because one costs as much as a 1K bucket. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Goose is not a bot. Probably. If you have read, do you have any favorite tribes? I have read Wings of Fire. I remember I really liked the Mud Wings and the Rain Wings. And I like the concept of Leaf Wings. Because I like nature. But the Mud Wings and the Rain Wings were my favorite. No problem, Panda. I'll send you the drive link on Tumblr for you to check out. Thank you for commissioning me. And thank you for donating. I really appreciate it. Have a good day at work. I'm gonna add little whiskers. Snake Sky. What is everyone's favorite? For those of you guys that have a Wings of Fire OC, what is your... Do the majority of people have, like, purebred ones? Or do the majority of people usually have hybrids? Crocs and gators are my favorite animals, and every time I read Wings of Fire, I picture mud wings as fat little alligators. I just like that they're, like, very family-centric. Pure Nightwing. I have a bunch of sea wings, purebred, Passier. Wings of Fire. One is pure sea wing and the other is a rain sea wing. Ooh, that'd be really pretty. I feel like I'm kind of surprised there's people that have like purebred ones because I feel like the concept of the hybrid is so interesting that I feel like everyone should do it. A hybrid chart challenge. Oh, that sounds so interesting, Saturn. That sounds like a really cool challenge. Yeah, Toon's OC is a Leaf Rain hybrid. You guys want to see what it looks like? You sent it to me last night, right, Toon? Did you send it to me personally, or did you... I think it was, I'm looking. Oh my god. How did we talk that much? Oh yeah, I have it, I have it. Yeah, this is Toon's OC. It's a Leaf Wing, Rain Wing. It's a snake feline. It's really cool. Pet 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 pet. We probably need a pet emote. We need a bald emote and we need a pet emote. I know, it is really pretty. It's by the Wings of Fire art director, I was told. This one's really pretty too. This is like the actual ref sheet. I love these colors. They work so well with like the green underbelly of the wings. What's my favorite animal to draw other than kitties? Probably... at this point in my life, probably birds. At one point, I would have said, like, rodents. Like mice. Hamsters. But... I think at this point, I really enjoy drawing birds. Okay. That is not Spotted Whisker. Needle Strike and Baby Spotted Whisker together. Needle Strike comforting her. Oh, actually, let me... While you guys can look at these characters while I upload that Google Drive for Panda. It's this. Yeah, I think that my favorite thing about drawing birds is the wings. I just really like drawing wings. Specifically, like, bird wings. The bat wings are a little harder for me to, like, draw. Okay, let me upload this to my drive. Oh my god, Apple is snoring. That's what people always say, like the long fingers. Did you guys ever hear of sketch tube? Like arms tethered by the membrane. And then remember that most bat species' wings go down and encompass the tail. Interesting, interesting. I've never heard of SketchTube, Lynn. Okay, let me share this. The quality. Oh my gosh, you have Finch on as well. I feel like that'd just be too stimulating for me. There's too much going on. I'm one of those people that, like, when there's multiple conversations happening in a room, it's very overwhelming because I'm trying to listen to both of them and, like, it's just a lot. You got an ad? I didn't play an ad. Hey, Lemon. With a baby spotted whisker. Okay. Well, I don't have mid-roll ads on. They only are on if I like automatically play them. I don't have them like be auto-placed. So that's why I'm like, oh, that's really weird. Because that either means that the music I'm playing got copyright claimed, so then if the music I'm playing gets copyright claimed, then they'll just start putting ads into my video. Oh, that covers chat. I hate those. I hate YouTube. I mean, I love YouTube. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that while I'm streaming on here. I was kind of under the assumption that members didn't get ads either, but apparently that's just a Twitch thing. And it's like... Let me do... There we go. No, Goose is just literally typing nonsense. I almost just lost my first Wordle. Wordle stresses me out. My mods always have free range to time Goose out for like an hour. Goose is kind of a mixed bag. Just depends on what mood they're in. Whether they're gonna contribute to chat or not. Hey, my claws. Wait, I always get the chat ads and... Oh my gosh. Wait, we have 30 people. Chat's becoming unhinged all of a sudden. On a commission stream, no doubt. No less. It's not even like a new release stream. How many streams do we have until Hidden Moon is released? It's not Hidden Moon, is it? It's Chasing Shadows. I keep getting those two mixed up for whatever reason. So Chasing Shadows comes out on Tuesday. So spoiler stream will be on the 1st of April, or on the 2nd of April. Okay. So we have all month. I don't think Goose is a regular. Because I feel like... I don't know. I don't know what their end goal is. I find them fascinating. They're, like, mostly harmless. I watched a documentary once that was called, they called him Mostly Harmless. Oh, I guess Goose does have multiple accounts. Oh no. They're becoming more harmful. Well, then stop spouting gibberish, Goose. Gibberish, Goose. And then you will not be timed out. That is how it seems, Darkleaf. There's some people... Millie Cat Arts. I don't remember you, Silver Rain. Sorry. But... I mean, the name seems fine. I don't know, because Goose... for Goose to be a troll, they're here a lot. I generally can't really, like, get a grasp on them. They definitely have trollish antics, but they're not, like, they're playing the long game. On, like, an arguably pretty boring chill stream that I feel like I'm never going... Like... I don't know. Usually when people troll, it's to get a reaction out of somebody, right? But, like, I'm just gonna time them out. So, I don't know. I mean, I've definitely had my fair share of, like, actually harmful trolls in the stream. No, they're not like M Young. M Young is like... M Young is not a troll. M Young is a child using, like, their parents' account. That's using the, like, autofill sentences on the iPad. M Young, the last time I saw M Young, it was actually in a Werecat animated production stream. They haven't been around here in a while. Even though I feel like they're more well received in this chat. What are your headcanons about you in particular, Toon? I think you're AI. Just kidding. I think we used to have Kyuga Ruby was a pretty good troll. I mean, they were just a troll, but a lot of times that they would just say silly things. Not a troll, but they were just they're kind of like our class clown. Hey, Noir. I think... Toon's a workaholic. That's true. That's not a headcanon. That's 100% confirmed, fact-checked. See ya, Mion. I have not personally seen it, but a lot of people have been talking about it in chat, Saturn. So a lot of people in chat are very excited for it. I don't really have the time to join another project right now. I wish it all the best, though. Oh, okay. There used to be maps back in the day that were like for people that had under 1,000 subscribers and stuff like that. Yeah. See a Silver Rain. You think Asher was kind of a chill guy? I don't like the stiffness of her. I want her to feel like she's like leaning into... I would have acted just like Asher if I was rejected like that. Oh boy. Y'all are making me laugh today. Actually, I think Asher was pretty well justified in his reaction. First, Squirrelflight's kids were cold, so he warmed them up with a nice little bonfire. Is it like kind of Mandela affected into people's... No, I'm genuinely asking this question because there's a lot of things in Warrior Cats where, technically speaking, like, like, it didn't happen. But people have Mandela affected it into being a canon event. Hollyleaf did not climb the great tree to announce the confession of who her birth parents were in Sunrise. But everyone agrees that it's a way cooler to have her, like, climb the tree and address everybody from the bottom. It leads to way more, like, interesting compositions. It leads to more of, like, an intensity in the scene. Squirrelflight did not get thrown off of the high ledge in the broken code, he dragged her down the rock pile onto the ground. But everyone draws her getting thrown off the top of the high ledge because it's just way more intense and like compositionally interesting. So is there like a Mandela effect in the Warriors community that Aster like was the one that started the fire in the camp? Because he didn't. No, there is no leader of the Dark Forest Cats, and I'm pretty sure that Broken Star and Tiger Star kind of co-led. I'm just curious to know if, like, Aster starting the fire himself is something that... I mean, because narratively, it's, or in a A and B sense, it's a lot more interesting, right? To have him actually start the whole thing. What is it with the Werecat territories and catching fire? Are forest fires fairly common in Britain? I feel like they aren't. Isn't it like Britain notoriously rainy and stuff? I've never been to Britain. I'm pretty sure Needle Strike is evil. Because, see, Pixie isn't here yet, because Pixie's Australian, and what time is it in Australia right now? Do they do daylight savings time? Oh my god, mushmouth. Australian time. It's 6:49 a.m. there. Did Broken Star and Tiger Star have the first Dark Forest wedding and get married? Probably. I don't think that was Mandela affected. I think that's a canon event that happens. Not really, it's mainly flooding. There's only one event of flooding, really. In RiverClan, the flooding is pretty common, but... I think the number of forest fires doubled after Firestar joined the clan. Something to think about. Do you think an SSS Warrior Cat's like Fireheart would have had like the power to I don't know, control fire like the guy from Fullmetal Alchemist? Do you think Darkstripe objected to the wedding? Darkstripe was definitely the best man and is completely okay with being the best man. In like a sad, pathetic sense. I never really... Can I tell you guys something? I never really liked the idea of Tiger Star Darkstripe, mainly because they are mentor and apprentice. But also in my mind, I kind of feel like I'm so deep. I'm gonna sound like super tinfoiled hat here. Let me explain. Because I've been thinking about for a while how I like the idea of Darkstripe having like a rogue father, and like it's a huge sore spot for him that he doesn't know his father and he doesn't have a relationship with him, and that he doesn't feel like he's trying to overcompensate by being like half clan by like hating Firestar and stuff like that. And so then I kind of feel like Tiger is like his surrogate father. I find it much more fascinating to think of it as like something like that. I mean, I'm okay. I'm like okay with the Darkstripe Tiger Star. I understand why people like it, and it doesn't like bother me. But I find it much more fascinating when they have sort of like a parental relationship that kind of starts when he becomes his mentor. Even though, isn't his like technically his father like Tawny Spots, even though there's no possible way because Tawny Spots is dead before like there's any way that he could be Darkstripe's father or whatever. Darkstripe's older. Darktail is born in like the New Prophecy era, I believe. Okay, why am I like cleaning this up? I wanted to just get more of a sketch of the nose area, like the face. Why is it so... Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I mean, like, the parent doesn't bother me. It doesn't really piss me off or anything. I just feel like it could be a lot more interesting than just like a one-sided crush. But this is also coming from someone that's like, whatever, man. What's your favorite Warrior Cat leader from any of the books? River Ripple. I think Blue Star has the best leader arc out of anyone. I feel like we see it the most, though. I do kind of like Bramble Star's leader arc, like his downfall and stuff like that. That was pretty interesting as well. My unproblematic King River Star will always be like the GOAT. No, I liked River Stars Home. It was not disappointing. I thought that it pretty much had exactly what I was expecting from it. I knew it was going to be a recap of Dawn of the Clans from River Star's perspective, and I really enjoyed it. And I really enjoyed the new characters and the exploration. Like, him and Knight really sold all of that part of the book. It was very nice to read. I enjoyed him exploring, like, that he wants to make his own group, but he doesn't want to do it the same way as, like, the Mountain Cats, and he's, like, not a fighter, and... The weakest part of the book is right after it stops recapping Path of, like, Dawn of the Clans, and then Arc comes and he has to, like, do the whole entire Cats of the Park arc. That's, like, the weakest part of the book. And then also... But I like how he solves that problem. So at the end of it, I do like it. I like how I said I was gonna sketch this, and then it just keeps getting cleaned up. So I guess it's just a cleanup. Yeah, I really did like how he defeated Slash. It felt very, like, in character. So I would say that overall, I thought River Stars Home was a perfectly serviceable book for Warriors for me. It did not piss me off. I don't look at when people just hate Dawn of the Clan Saturn. So it's like, I literally, like, I was going through the Grey Wing tag the other day because I was like, I love Grey Wing. I wanted to look at some more art of him, and like half of his tag was just people hating on him, and I'm like, that's great, thank you. But the other half was really good art, so people just don't like Dawn of the Clans. Whatever, man. Continues to pile it higher on my plate. I don't agree with you, Jazz. That's fine, though. You have not gotten around to reading River Stars Home? I mean, it's... I'm not surprised. It's way better than the two books that surround it, though. Isn't it right in between Leopard Star's Honor and One Star's Confession? Or did One Star's Confession come out right after Leopard Star's Honor? I can't remember. I've only read Fire Star's Quest and Blue Star's Prophecy. Those are, Blue Star's Prophecy is considered one of the, like, books that people really like, so... Like, one of the better super editions. feel like if the prompt was like Needle Strike Comforting Spotted Kit. But I'm feeling like the face isn't... Yeah, I want her to have kind of an upturn. And then I want like some of the fluff from Needle Strike to be like she's burying her face in her. At least a little bit. So it needs to be overlapping just a bit. Oop, I'm on the wrong. It's okay. I like the cast of Crooked Star's Promise. Crooked Star's Promise is one of the longest Super Editions, I think. It's not the longest. I think Leopard Star's Honor holds that. Honor. For no reason. The longest book that gave us nothing. Leopard Star's Honor feels like a writing assignment where you wrote 500 words and then you had to extend it out to 400 pages. And so you just like use a bunch of citations and references to fill it up. Crooked Star's book made me a Maple hater. Interesting. You say that, but Sunfish literally dies in like chapter 3. So did it really... I don't care, Juliana. You can sub to whoever you want. You don't have to sub to me if you don't want to. I like the inclusion. Okay, thank you. I don't know. I remember really liking... I think Crooked Star's Promise is a solid Super Edition. I think it's one of the one Super Editions that stands on its own. As like, you could read it and not really know what Warrior Cats is about. Which is probably a bonus. Okay, see ya, honey. Yeah, Saturn. A lot of people do. I did a whole poster based on those four. It's because they're like the prequel posters. No, that was what it was called, the prequels. Or the Super Editions. But those are like the Super Editions that are telling the story right before Firestar joins the clans. They actually all happen very concurrently with each other. Except for Tolstoy's Revenge happens. Tolstoy's Revenge only overlaps Yellowfang's secret a little bit. But Crusoe's Promise and Blue Star's Prophecy and Yellowfang's secret all are very much overlapping. Yeah, One Star's Confession time skips all the time and then has nothing. So I'm going to tell you right now, the only new content in One Star's Confession is at the beginning of it, just FYI. All the rest of that book is recaps. How's the weather over here? 57 sunny, it says. On my computer. 58. Sunny, 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 sunny. Yes. It was like 65 here like a couple weeks ago. It was so nice. Unfortunately, all the flowers started blooming. Like, they started sprouting. So, like, the daffodils started. I think they're gonna get caught by a freeze. I mean, it snowed afterward. Daffodils are very fickle creatures. It's supposed to be in the 70s. Oh my gosh, it's in like the 70s at the end of it. Oh my goodness. I might be able to go out and actually enjoy. Well, no, because it's supposed to be raining, so everything's going to be muddy. Ugh. So Brush Paw and Tansy Paw are just about the only new things they added. Yeah, I'm not even joking. That's the only, like, everything else is recap. And adds nothing. So, I mean, you get, like, One Star's leadership ceremony. So you could also skip to that. That's the other new thing. Yeah. The rest of the book is going to be recaps of A Vision of Shadows, if you got into the Stoats. It is very much a book you can skip, and nothing of value will be lost. I believe Leopard Star's honor is the same way. Although I do like Leopard Star's relationship with White Claw in it. But that's about the only, like, thing I like about that book. I would like them to bring more uniqueness to the clans in general. But at this point in the series, with, like, over 100 books now, adding something new is... It's too risky for them. In my opinion. They find it as too risky. I mean, but they did do Stormclan's Folly, which I thought they'd never do again. I thought they would never introduce, like, some random era into Warrior Cats ever again. So, I don't know. I think it was just because Vicky was... Since Vicky created the idea, she was way more willing to introduce new things into it. And, like, the other team doesn't want... The new team doesn't want to do that. Like, even the idea of two clans forming one clan is not a new idea. It's ripped from the first arc. We saw that with Leopard Clan and Tiger Clan. Or not Leopard, sorry. Tiger Clan and Lion Clan. I was thinking of Leopard Star and Tiger Star. It's been a long time since I read the Prophecy Spin, so I'm somewhat interested in a Leopard Star point of view. So, in my experience, if I had to rank it, like, on a Super Edition list, like, One Star's Confession is bottom of the bucket. Like, not good. Actually, no, obviously. But, like, Leopard Star's Honor is right here. So it's better than One Star's Confession. But it's still, like, bottom of the barrel Super Editions, if that makes sense. I mean, you can try reading it. You can find it for free. Wait, hold on. No, that's not true. Okay. No, because One Star's Confession is just a nothing burger. It doesn't piss me off. These ones are, like, dedicated to... These actually piss me off. These are just nothing burgers. Hold on, let me get the music back up. Yeah, let's listen to Mystery Dungeon again. We've done like a... Oh, I should probably not delete my entire line art. We've done a pool list once on stream where as a stream we ranked... We ranked our favorites, Super Editions. I think that Crooked Star's Promise won. But the top three were Crooked Star's Promise, Tall Star's Revenge, and Blue Star's Prophecy. Well, I guess Pixie's not here. We could do a tier list. I'm actually making pretty good progress on this. Tier list, Warrior, Cat, Books. Where is it? No one's gonna care. There's only 36 people here. Does this have the new books in it? No. It goes up to One Star's Confession. No, we need one that's like more. Is this one? This one has... It has Elder's Quest on it. It doesn't have Stormclan's Folly. Do people not, like, update these? Warrior Cat Books. All current Warrior Cat books. If this isn't updated... There's no way this is updated. Dude, it doesn't even have all of a Starless Clan on it. Whatever, we'll do this one. This one's up to Elder's Quest. While we wait for Pixie to come in. Pin images. Thank you. Okay. These ones actively make me mad. These ones are not worth reading. Can I spell? Slash leave. I'll say leaves no impression. Has one moment I remember. I like. S is like really good. And A is like not fave, but serviceable. Okay. Hey, Pixie. All right. River Star's Home, I would say serviceable. Sun Trail, serviceable. First Battle, really good. Thunder Rising, serviceable. Blazing Star, I actually think is really good. Every single time I sit down to read this book, I read it all the way through. A Forest Divided has one moment I like in it, and Path of Stars has one moment I like in it, but it's a really good moment, if that makes sense. Actively Makes Me Mad. Thunderstar's Echo leaves no impression. Shadows of Life leaves no impression. Cloudstar's Journey leaves no impression. Maple Shade's Vengeance, serviceable. Pine Star's Choice, serviceable. Honestly, I feel like Pine Star's Choice is right here for me because the moment I like the idea that it explores, it just doesn't explore it enough. Like, I like the idea of him getting torn between Kitty Pet and Warrior Life, but it doesn't really explore it enough. So I think I'm going to put it on Has One Moment I Like. This one I think is really good. It's one of my favorites. I love this one. I would say, for me, I would put it right here. It has really good moments in it, but I think that the overall plot is like really boring. It's just like a revenge plot, so I'm just like meh. Yellowfang's Secret, I like the moments where Broken Kit is growing up. The rest of the book is a slog. Crooked Star's Promise, I think, is really good. Blue Star's Prophecy, I think, is really good. Leopard Star's Honor leaves no impression. Spotted Leaf's Heart, obviously. Rise's Scourge, I'll actually say serviceable because this was one of my favorite books. I traced from it all the time when I was a kid, so we've got some nostalgic glasses going on. Red Tail's Debt Makes Me Mad. One Star's Confession leaves no impression. Exile from Shadow Clan, serviceable. I would say, yeah. Into the Wild, obviously. Fire and Ice, obviously. This one. Forest of Secrets. Yes. Leaves no impression. Rising Storm. One moment I like. The fire scene. Yes. Dangerous Path. One moment I like. Tiger Star and Sasha, I actually think is really good. These two. The last one is not as good. That one I'm gonna say, like, leaves no impression. But these two, the human plot line in these two books, it's so sad. Like, her dealing with, I don't know, I feel so much sympathy for the, like, owners and the captain in this book that they generally make me feel things when I read them. So I'm gonna say that they're really good. Darkest Hour has one moment I like. I'd say serviceable because it's got the fire scene and then it has the Bone Hill and it has the leader ceremony. It's like my favorite part of that book. Blackfoot's Reckoning, I think, is serviceable. I think it's one of the better novellas. I like that it's very small in what it's trying to do. It's just a leader life. I think it's like the perfect amount of chapters to like explore it. So it's fine. It's serviceable. Exile from ThunderClan, I actually think it has really cute moments in it, but I don't. It's all fluff. It's literally filler episode. This one, I will say it's not my favorite just because I think that they superimposed Stormfur's personality onto Feathertail for this one, so it's like meh. Firestar's Quest. I loved that book when I was a kid. Mothwing's Secret leaves no impression. Ravenpaw's Path, I don't remember anything that happened in these books at all. SkyClan's Destiny, I honestly really like this book. I think it's better than Firestar's Quest, actually, so I'm going to put Firestar's Quest down here. Because I like the exploration of the Daylight Warriors. And I like the exploration of SkyClan as its own clan. It has, like, different customs and stuff. So I'm going to say it's serviceable. I spelled serviceable wrong. Hold on. Because I freaking hate them. I just don't like the graphic novels at all. And it's a long rant. Midnight is... it's serviceable. I think Midnight and Moonrise are serviceable. I think Dawn leaves really... I think that these are all serviceable. Gray Stripe's book... I do like Millie in the first one. Starlight has... Starlight doesn't really leave any impression on me. Midnight's such a slog. See, I'm kind of tempted to put it down here because the one moment I like in it is I like the group dynamic. That's like my one moment. It's a long rant, Jazz, and I can't... I have to do it when I'm not, like, drawing. So, the short of it is the only thing I like about the graphic novel adaptation is I like the color script. Literally everything else I think is garbage. That's your short elevator pitch. Winds of Change leaves really no impression on me. I'm sorry. SkyClan and the Stranger, I think, is one of the better retcons into the arc. So I'm going to put it up there. I think it's one of the best James L. Barry. I think Shadow and River Clan and Exiles from Shadow Clan are also really good. Yeah, so I'm gonna put Midnight down here, and I think I'm gonna put Dawn down here too, because I honestly really like Moonrise. I think it's because I like Stormfur, so I think that's it. Twilight has... honestly, Twilight actively makes me mad. I hate the freaking relationship drama so much. So much. Sunset has one moment I like, and we all know what that moment is. Leafpool's Wish, I think is serviceable. I like the dynamic between Squirrelflight and Leafpool in it. Honestly, the rest of these gray stripe ones leave no impression on me. The site is such a slog. It doesn't actively make me mad, though. I'm gonna say it leaves no impression. Dark River, I actually think... I honestly think that Lionpaw and Heatherpaw in the tunnels are really cute in this. And I like the exploration. Outcast leaves no impression. Eclipse. Eclipse might be one of my favorite books in... I think that Eclipse and No, Eclipse has one moment I like. The Eclipse battle. Sunrise is serviceable. Hollyleaf Story leaves no impression on me. The Fourth Apprentice. Deathwing Silence, I think it's a really good novella. It's so sad. Misty Star's Omen leaves no impression. Fading Echoes. No. One Moment I Like. I don't even like One Moment. Leaves no impression. Night Whispers. One Moment. Sing of the Moon. No impression. Forgotten Warrior is actually serviceable. The Last Hope serviceable. I honestly don't think The Last Hope is any good of those. The Fourth Apprentice is complicated because I've thought about it so much. Did I say Sing of the Moon? I'm sorry. But honestly, overall, see, I've thought about it too much to be like, it leaves no impression on me. That feels like it's a lie. Obviously, it's left an impression on me. Stick it in there. Ravenpaw's Farewell, S. Professor's Trial, S. Tree's Roots. Honestly, I wish this left more of an impression on me, but it doesn't. Bramblestar Storm, Slog, Hawkwing's Journey. I like Plum Willow and Hawkwing's relationship in Hawkwing's Journey, so I'm going to put it up there. Pebble Shine's Kits is meh. Apprentice Quest, meh. Thunder and Shadow is really good. Shattered Sky, I honestly think it's less good. Darkest Night is got Finpaw and Twigpaw in it, which I really like. Tigerheart Shadow, I think, is actually pretty serviceable. River of Fire has one scene I like. I love the Rolling Claw scene. I do like Tree in it, though. Tawny Pelt's Clan leaves no impression. Spotted First Rebellion leaves no impression. Raging Storm frickin' sucks. Squirrelflight's Hope is an F tier. Lost Stars. I'm going to say One Moment. I think that Lost Stars is a really weak start. I think that Silent Thaw is way better. Veil of Shadows is okay as well. Darkness Within has one moment I like. The rest of this book is freaking terrible. This is the book where Bristlefrost and Rootspring go on the journey together, and they're all like, oh, we don't like each other. Oh, we could never be together. Oh my god, I freaking hate that. Shadowsight's the only freaking chapters in this that don't piss me, like, actively piss me off. Grey Striped Style I actually thought was really good. Actually, I think I'm gonna put it in my S tier. I think this is such a sweet little book. I really like the ideas in the book, and I think that they actually did an okay job with like the hoarder lady plotline. It was pretty sad. I did feel something. Daisy's Kin honestly had it leaves no impression on me. The Place of No Stars I like, and A Light in the Mist I'm actually gonna say has This book is complicated for me because I actually stopped reading it halfway through. I think I'm gonna do One Moment I Like. I remember after the battle and it winds down and it's just like a bit of a nothing burger. Well, when you have over 100 books, obviously there's gonna be a bunch that are like just absolutely have nothing going for them. River, honestly, I only like Frostpaw's point of view in it. Sky, I remember this book not leaving like any impression on me. I was like, oh god. Shadow as well. Thunder is actually, I really like that book actually. I really like the character moments in it. I liked the way that Frostpaw like figures out the whole entire thing. Wind is also in a no impression. Ivypool's Heart, I think is serviceable. It's not one of my favorite books, but I do like the explorations it does. Star, I would say serviceable. I did read this all in one sitting, so I'm going to put it right here. Like, it kept me, I actively finished the whole book in one sitting, which means that it was serviceable. It kept me going. Elder's Quest was such a terrible start to the arc. Secrets of the Clans, this is interesting because it did not leave an impression on me. I actually really loved this book when I was a kid. It made me like think about the camps and stuff, so I think it's serviceable for a field guide. It has like a lot of the lore and like the mythical clans in it and stuff like that, so yeah, we're listening to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Code of the Clans, I actually really like. Battles of the Clans kind of sucks. Ultimate Guide, I like the art. This one, I don't like the art as much. Okay, there's my tier list. Let's see. S, really good. First Battle, Blazing Star. I think Blazing Star should be down here. I mean, it's serviceable, but First Battle is just so good. Actually, I think I'm going to put Thunder Rising up here, too. These are definitely my favorite graphic novels, so I'm going to keep them there. Deafening Silence, is it my favorite? I mean, it's a sad read. Thunder and Shadow is really good. It's not, like, as good as these books, though. And Thunder is not as good as these books, so we're going to stick those down there. There you go. Honestly, I'm gonna be real. No. Hey, Thylacine. I think we were just talking about you. Yep, this is my... And then for future reference, I think... Hidden Moon would be in the Has One Moment I Like. And then Stormclan's Folly would be in the Leaves No Impression. Just for future reference. And then obviously the third graphic novel would be in the bottom tier. Alrighty, Pixie. Yeah. I really liked the Sun Trail too, but... I don't know, it's not as good as Thunder Rising in the first battle. But it's fine. No problem, it was fun. It was very quick. I find that the tier lists, they feel more raw when you do them like super quick. You don't think about them too much until you like get them all done, and then you can kind of maybe look over it. But yeah, I was trying to think, because this is like, it says Needle Strike has like, it's like the Dark Forest. So I'm like, is she getting comforted by somebody in the Dark Forest? Is it kind of like an ominous comforting? Like Gaslight Girl Keep, Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss comforting? Or... The first battle. I love Dawn of the Clans. It makes me so sad that I feel like it's honestly a pretty unpopular opinion that people just genuinely do not like Dawn of the Clans. Because I don't know what to tell people. I can't change how your brain works. Gives Maple Shade Cricket Star, but Needle Strike is more like motherly. Okay, okay. I kind of like left her expression open for me to adjust it when you got here, but I can give her like a more calming expression. But yes, around these parts, we like Dawn of the Clans and we don't like the graphic novel. And I'm just kidding when I say the we. I don't mind if people don't like the same books as me. It's what makes us human, our differences. I think the thing that bothers me is when I hear the same people tell me the exact same thing of why they don't like or like a book, and I'm just like, I don't see it. My problem with the complaints for Dawn of the Clans is that for some reason when Dawn of the Clans does it, it's horrible, but when the rest of the series does it, it's fine. That's my main complaint. Hypocrisy really irks me. I hate when I do it. I hate when other people do it. It just... I just wish that there was... I don't know. It just feels like... Well, I don't even know why... Whatever. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, Toon. We've talked about that before. But it's like you can't get away from it with a community that's filled with a lot of younger audience members, where I try to encourage people to come up with their own opinions. And I never force people to like the same characters as me. And I try to make it like I told you guys, you can like Brambleclaw in here. One of my favorite characters is Clear Sky and Greywing, which is apparently like also problematic now. Like, you can like whoever you want in here. It doesn't... The fandom really likes to act like because you like a certain character, you must like agree with... I don't know, man. We've had this conversation so many times, you guys. I'm preaching to the choir at this point. You can like all the characters here that you can't like on TikTok because people will get you. The hot plot twist is that I genuinely don't even think he's like that bad. Or like I don't know. Honestly, I really like his character arc at the end of the I liked it in the Starless Clan where he was like losing his confidence in himself, and he like kind of understood that he's lost the ability to like make quick decisions and make rash decisions, and I don't know. I would argue that he had more good moments than bad moments. I mean, I don't really never mind. It's crazy, man. Yeah. I don't care. And honestly, I don't even need you to preface, like, I know X isn't a good character, but I like him. I don't need you to preface that. I don't care. You can just say you like a character. You don't have to be like, I like Thistleclaw, but I don't consider Spotted Leaf's heart canon. I don't know, like... I assumed you didn't if you liked him. There were a lot of people that liked Thistleclaw back in the day. I guess I just give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe sometimes too much. You don't like Skyland's Destiny? Yeah. His chapters are very few and far between, so I literally forget about them as soon as I read the book, though. And I honestly, like, gloss over them. Because I just never even found them that interesting. The most interesting parts to me in Skyland's Destiny is the dealing with the Daylight Warriors, and then there's a plot point in that book that I think is really sweet. It's when the little girl falls into the gorge and the cats have to like find a way to like get her parents to find her. Oh my god, it's such a little, I think it's so cute. I like the cute I like the cute moments in Warrior Cats. So if a book has a cute character scene that I like really remember, I'll be like, yeah, I like that book. Most of them are pretty short books, so. I like Shrewtooth, yeah. I also like that part in the book where they like scare the two-leg that has been like that harassed Petal Nose and Shrewtooth as well. Pretty much like that. I don't know. I am kind of an I try to be an optimist. And I try to look on the good side. I try to focus on the positives and not the negatives. I suppose. Yeah, that is it's a funny scene. I don't want to hear any of you guys talking about how this isn't a chibi. I always bring it up myself, though, so it's like... Whoops. It's kind of chibi. It's not simplified, though. It's not chibi, it's 2. True, true. Yeah, I do think he's very interested in Blue Star's Prophecy, and I definitely understood why people... There's this... Okay. We can have a Thistleclaw conversation here. Because I was reading Warrior Cats before Spotted Leaf's Heart came out, and so I did witness people who genuinely did like him. There's a scene in Blue Star's Prophecy that always sticks with me, to the point where on the blog... So, when Blue Fur first sees Oakheart on Sunning Rocks, and he's, like, sunning himself, and he's very, like, cocky and, very assuredly, like, kind of flirting with her, she goes, her initial thought was, he reminds me of Thistleclaw. And, like, in her mind, I can see her wheels turning, like, okay, so this is how Snowfur sees Thistleclaw. Like, but she's saying it because she doesn't like him at that point. But then she's like, I can't stop thinking about him or whatever. But that scene always stuck with me when she says he's just like Thistleclaw in that his arrogance and, like, it thinks he's, like, so much better than he is and stuff like that. To the point, on the Warriors Project blog, Oakheart and Thistleclaw are in the same exact pose. If you look, the Thistleclaw one is a lot more, like, he's got much more of, like, a smug, arrogant grin on him. But Oakheart is also in the same exact pose. He's got his, like, that was intentional. I mean, it did fascinate me. I mean, I drew Snowfur, White Kit, and Thistleclaw, and then Spotted Leaf's Heart came out, and I'm just like, whatever, man. Apparently that piece that I drew is, like, all over TikTok as, like, Thistleclaw rage bait, I was told. I'm like, okay. I like, don't even remember drawing it half the time. But there was this one person in the fandom that really liked Thistleclaw, did a lot of, like, PMVs and, like, AMVs and stuff, like, exploring Thistleclaw and, like, how they kind of, you know how Silverhawk, and if you're caught up, Silverhawk kind of stole Thistleclaw's Cheetos from this person or whatever, and, like, focused on the idea that Thistleclaw actually really did love Snowfur. There's no indication that he was ever mean, like, bad to her. I don't know. I always thought I thought it was interesting. I'd be like, yeah, you're right. There isn't really any moment where he's using her or he's, like, doesn't show anything other than actual, like, affection for her. I think that's why, I mean, that person stopped posting very soon after Spotted Leaf's Heart came out. I genuinely think it's because, like, they ruined this person's favorite character in their mind. And they were like, I don't even want to deal with Warrior Cats anymore. But I, like, understood what they were talking about. I'm like, yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Like, we do actually never see him. He says some really sus things about White Kit. Like being like, I don't want White Kit to grow up to be a weakling or something like that. I think it's after Snowfur dies. So I don't know. I find that fascinating to, like, explore. That Bluefur and Snowfur fell in love with, like, the same type of person. Obviously, Thistleclaw is much more, like, ambitious and battle-hungry than Oakheart. But she picks up on them both being very self-assuredly handsome. I think that's why people, like, that really liked Thistleclaw really hated Spotted Leaf's Heart. Because the one thing that they pointed out, like, hey, his relationship with Snowfur was not, like, toxic at all, is completely null and void when you see how he actually, we don't actually see the relationship on screen that much. I don't know, man. It's not that deep. It's Warrior Cats, for Pete's sake. Yeah, I think Weak Like His Mother is in Blue Star's Prophecy, which is an interesting thing, because I think that is in Blue Star's Prophecy, which implies that he really didn't like her that much. Like, I remember that before Spotted Leaf's Heart, and I almost feel like this is why he's used as an antagonist in Spotted Leaf's Heart. Like, an antagonistic figure. It's because people would be like, we don't know why Thistleclaw went into the Dark Forest. He never even killed anyone. He was just ambitious, and he had a hypothetical thirst for blood if he had become leader. But we see him trading in the Dark Forest in Crooked Star's Promise. We see him willing to, like, harm a kit, Tiny. I think you're right. I think... Oh, you know what? It might be in Crooked Star's Promise. Tiger Heart. That might be a Crooked Star's Promise. Because I think he says it to Silverhawk. I think you're right. This is what happens when you read 100 Warrior Cat books and you don't remember which ones are the retcons. I think you're right. I think you're right, Tiger Heart, because I think he says it in the Dark Forest, and we don't see Thistleclaw actually training in the Dark Forest until Crooked Star's Promise. I mean, we see him in the Dark Forest in Omen of the Stars. I don't know. I mean, I completely understand why people don't like Thistleclaw that are, like, new readers. They get it all at once. They get what his character is now. There's no reason for them to like him. It's not that big a deal. Oh, boohoo, your favorite character got ruined. I think you'll survive. It's just Warrior Cats. Yeah, I feel like it is in Crooked Star's Promise. That's interesting, because that means that they're just, like, trying to point it out even more that now he didn't even like Snowfur. Warrior Cats, long-running series, obviously leads to crazy stuff happening. Anyway... Do you want Needlestrike to have her Dark Forest eyes, Pixie? I mean, I guess you didn't give me any other option. You just gave me the Dark Forest eyes. Apple is snoring, and I can hear her through my headphones. Need to remember to add the scars. My jaw hurts. I feel like this one needs to be nudged over a little bit. Maybe? Maybe not. I agree with you, Thylacine. Have I ever considered getting my children? No. Can't say that I have. I'm pretty sure it's just the headphones. Hey, Shadow. And then some scarring. Let me do the muzzle on a different layer for now. Yeah, I don't think anyone's really trying to defend Spotted Leaf's heart. I don't think I've ever seen somebody try to defend it. It's like not even worth it. It's so much easier to just ignore it for me. Because it's just not, it's not even worth. I feel like it's, I don't know. There's way more important things to be mad about than like a book. I promise you that there's way more pressing issues out there than like a terribly written and received Warrior Cat book. That like no one even reads the novellas. Yeah, it's a nothing burger as well. It adds literally nothing to the plot anyway. So it's like it's so it's like so self-inserty as well. It's like, oh my gosh, Spotted Paw was there when Blue Fur gave away her kits. Oh my gosh, Spotted Leaf was here when this happened. Oh my gosh, she knew about the dark. It's like, it's so self-inserty. Like, there's no reason that Spotted Leaf had to witness freaking Blue Star giving away her kits. They were close. They were Medicine Cat and Leader. They obviously had a very close relationship. We don't need, like, a reason that she trusts her. She trusts her because she's her Medicine Cat. Get out of here. It's just a friggin' pointless book. You know what book isn't pointless? What are you gonna say, Tiger Heart Shadow? Tiger Heart Shadow has a really funny moment in it that makes me like laugh out loud every time I read it. It's you guys know which one it is. It's the one where Dovewing and him are meeting at the beginning of the book in the woods, and she's like, "I'm pregnant," and he's like, "With my kids?" And she like slaps him and goes, "Yeah, idiot. Who else would they have been?" That moment gets me every freaking time I read it. It's so soap opera-y. It's like exactly what I like the exact it's like the exact tone I need from Warrior Cats every once in a while. Such a himbo. True. Tiger Heart thinks that, I guess. I mean, it's just funny. Just the way that she responds. I love doubling. Doubling mention? Wait, which list? The book list? I mean, I'll say it'll be on the stream. This has been a wild commission stream, you guys. I feel like this is a wildly different commission stream than we usually have. We've gone very off topic. I don't think she needs, like... It's, like, mostly her belly. Let's get her belly fur in there. And I don't like this. I want it more simple. When they're arguing because she's about... I think that Doubling and Tiger Heart is the funnier... They have the same sort of vibe as, like, Brambleclaw and Spotted Leaf in that they're both pretty obstinate and, like, stubborn. But, like, it's so much funnier with Doubling and Tiger Heart than it ever was. I mean, don't get me wrong, I freaking can't stand them in Omen of the Stars. In Omen of the Stars, Tiger Heart is just such a whiny baby. But A Vision of Shadows Beyond, they're actually, like, fine to read. I genuinely think Bumblestripe is the better pick in Omen of the Stars. Bumblestripe doesn't become, like, just absolutely freaking terrible, horrible until Doubling Silence. Maybe I should drop Doubling Silence down. I think. Maybe not. He probably is. I think he's bad in like at the end of The Last Hope, because I think at the end of Last Hope, Doubling is like, no, I'm dumping you. And he's like, eh? I can't fail how any of you failed to... I can't see how any of you failed to see the blood, or whatever the freaking quote is. Tiger Heart getting sold. I need to read Tiger Heart Shadow. It's the book I need to read for the magnum opus to, like, continue working on the present day timeline. Like, I've just been busy. I'll get to it. Magnum opus is very much a I have for fun project, so it gets put on the back burner very easily. I don't know if I like this. That's better. I know, I've been active. Evil base. I think I was, I also need to do Storm Cleanse. I need to put Storm Cleanse Folly in it, so I think I was also kinda... My problem is that the present day timeline, like the current timeline on the Magnum Opus, is literally impossible for me to edit nowadays, except for on this computer. Because it's so big. I need to split it in two. I'm thinking of splitting it, like, when they get to the lake. I think if I split it there, it would be not as laggy. It just takes me, like, 1 William years to, like, put another season into it. You're referencing the ThunderClan one? The ThunderClan one is an absolute mess. Oh my god. Ugh. I'm going tomorrow. I have... I have appointments tomorrow, and I just keep getting text messages confirming them, and I'm like, yes, I've already confirmed I'm gonna be there. Stop bugging me! It's hard to track, but that's because it is a mess. Yeah, part of me just thinks that it's kind of pointless for me to try to make a family tree at this point. I don't know. I don't really... The problem with the family tree is that I honestly don't really think about it that often. And I feel like putting it on, like, a spreadsheet to be like, this is exactly how I see the books is kind of disingenuous, because half the time I'm just like, I don't even remember who's related to who. I mean, I will. Yeah, it's like a puzzle, but I think that the idea of, like, fitting everything into, like, an actual frame of reference is much more of an interesting puzzle than just trying to figure out the spaghetti of the family tree. And the majority of my headcanons are just filling in the gaps of, like, I think these guys would be cool if they were, I think it'd be cool if these guys were brothers. I think it'd be cool if this person's dad was this person. The Brindleface Darkstripe headcanon is just so funny to me. It feels so soap opera-y. Plus, I like that Manfail Darkstripe is the father of Manfail Ashfur. I just find that amusing as well. I don't find this stuff amusing anymore. Yeah, people will call it like family circle and stuff like that. For your vampire OC. A tail design. I don't know. I don't know how to help you with that. Like most vampires are like batty. And bats don't really have tails, do they? I mean, they do, but they're kind of just like shrew tails or something. Oh, OC vampire. Oh. That makes a lot more sense, Nightmare. Pixie, does Spotted Whisker have her flowers when she's in Kit? Are you still here? I assume you probably are. Okay. And then we will do a quick mask. Well, before Apprentice, she doesn't have the under eye markings. Definitely. And then I don't know, Pixie might have fell back asleep. It's pretty early over there still. I think I'll add them just in case. And I'll just stick them on a new layer and that should be fine. I would recommend investing in Clip Studio Paint. jazz, or Procreate. Clip Studio Paint and Procreate will both open Photoshop files, and they're both one-time purchases. I believe Procreate is a one-time purchase on like the iPad, and Clip Studio Paint's a one-time purchase on desktop, but I believe it's a subscription if you're on like a mobile device. Photoshop is very expensive. I think the minimum that you can get just Photoshop, let me look. I don't know if I can see, but the last I checked, isn't it like 20 bucks a month if you get it just by itself? I would look at Clip Studio Paint or Procreate. I would try Procreate, but I don't know if Procreate is on anything other than iPad. Photoshop's pretty much only on desktop. So if you're mobile, you definitely can't use Photoshop. I have no idea. You gave in and bought a Switch too. I also have a Switch too, so you're safe here. Procreate's exclusively on iOS. Yeah. Is that what you use, Noor? No, you used Clip Studio, right? Can't remember which brushes I sent you. Okay. There's lots of people on the background team that use Procreate. Unfortunately, I don't have access to Procreate because I don't have an iPad. So one of the issues is sometimes we have a hard time telling people exactly how to fix line art and stuff, but we have some we'll have some veteran people that have been using Procreate for a while and probably will be able to help now. I try to keep a list of like who on my team uses what program. Kirita's more of like an animation program though, isn't it? I've heard Kirita is pretty simple. I didn't realize it was super complex. But I feel like if you think that Kirita is complex, then a lot of other art programs just have a high learning curve. You're gonna have to, like, you have to put in a little bit of effort. She needs white eyebrows, by the way. Okay, so let's fix that. You just have to put in a little effort for every single art program. And it sucks, believe me. Even, I mean, like, I didn't use Clip Studio Paint for the longest time because I didn't want to put in the effort to learn it. It wasn't until I challenged myself to, like, use it and then also joined Warrior Cat Animated where, the background team, if you have access to Clip Studio Paint, we prefer you to use it for line art. but it just, learning a new art program is hard. It's hard. Yeah. I would love to find something that's like a lot more similar to the Clip Studio paintbrush in Procreate. I don't know. At points in my life, I've been like, I should probably get an iPad, but I feel like I just wouldn't use it. I'm gonna have to ask some members of the team, because I think me and Pommy would be willing to find a new brush. It doesn't matter that much, though. It's like negligible difference. The only thing that matters is that it does not scale very well. So a lot of the times the people that are using Procreate... Well, also Procreate has like a... I think it has a dimension limit. Like you can't have too big of pictures in it. I think it has a dimension limit, does it not? I don't know. I feel like that was an issue. Yeah. It's okay. It hasn't caused very many problems for us as a team. I would say. I know that there's like some people. It's better to work on desktop for bigger projects. Okay, yeah. I mean, for background work in general, like I bet you $1 million I couldn't do my camp pictures on Procreate. I doubt, like my layer limit is like over, it's like 400. I feel like I just draw with like 1 million layers. Yeah. 100 at the most. I don't think I've ever done a Warrior Cat animated layout that was more than 100. Like, I don't even think I've done one that reached 100. So I think you're good. Quick question, do you sell OCs on streams that are not commissions? What do you mean? Like permanent mark. I don't usually. I mean, I have. But usually it's like my friend's OC or something. Or like it's relevant to what we were talking about. Shiny eye shines all around today. Tiger Heart, I think that you are behind. I think you're like behind by like 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm pretty focused. What time is it? It's already 5:30. I guess I started stream late and it feels like 4 o'clock. Oh, okay, Tiger Heart. Just letting you know. Actually, that doesn't even make much sense because if you were 30 minutes behind, you wouldn't have even gotten that until like 30 minutes into the future. Do you guys remember? Wait, time traveling Tiger Heart fan. Do you guys remember that time travel map? I thought it was really cute. I remember it was a really cute map. It made me happy. It made me smile. Oh. It was like people going back in time. Like it was like people doing things to change Warrior Cat thing. I don't remember. It was cute. No, it was like an OC sort of map where people let me see. It was a really cute concept. Warrior Cat's time travel. It was, yeah, Time Machine. This one. It's got 1 million views. You guys should watch this. It's cute. You'll like it. Feel free to take a break, watch it, and come back and let me know how you think. Okay. I'm gonna add the flowers. The Spotted Leaf Evil AUs, yeah. That was in 2018-ish? No, Evil Spotted Leaf was around before then, Jazz. It was... But it's kind of become synonymous with them. But it was definitely like a concept before. Oh my gosh, Apple. The Hand of God one, yeah, that one was more about like the prequels, but yeah, I guess the last part is kind of like all encompassing. Five Giants is definitely much more encompassing of the full series than Hand of God is, the StarClan Chosen. StarClan Chosen I did because I had just read all of the Warrior Cat series, or like, I think I started sketching it, or I started scripting it after I had read all of the prequel books that are in it. Yeah, it's really cute. I remember it being like super adorable. Save Briarlight from dying. Yeah. Sad. I need to watch it again. I can't watch it on stream though. Maybe we'll add it to our list. Does the song have lots of curse words in it? I don't think it does, right? We'll add it to the list of ones we watch. Okay. An AU where... Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, I should watch it, Lemon. I'll have to try to remember. I tend to forget things off stream, but I'll try to remember to watch it. Oops. Stream drop. Okay, it should be back. Wait, Lemon, you did a full PMV while also doing your design blog? You're crazy. The long tail design? Oh, maybe. I am very fortunate when I'm watching maps like these because people... It's crazy because people tend to use the Warriors Project designs for like minor background characters that they don't have like a design for themselves. And then I end up watching the part and I only recognize the background character. And I'm like, ah, yes. Barkface. It happens a lot. A simple style. Hey, if it works for the PMV, it works. Okay, I think I'm done. I think it's done. Needle, strike, and spotted whisker. Let me send it over to Pixie. They probably fell asleep again. Alrighty, about a 4-hour stream, a short one. But it is 6 o'clock. And my stomach is growling. Oh, I guess it's Spotted Kit, but it's Spotted Kit, not Spotted Whisker. She's just a baby. All right, you guys. I think that's going to be it for me today. I only did 2, but they were both full bodies, and one of them had 3 characters, so... I am probably going to end it here. I'm going to go eat something. I will be back on Tuesday. We might do something different on Tuesday. I don't know if we'll do enamel pin stuff. We might actually go back to the Moonstone. I originally wanted to finish the Moonstone this month. And I don't know. I feel like we might be able to. So... we might try to do that because I do kind of, I did kind of want that done before FWA. So I'm gonna go eat dinner. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for commissioning me. Thank you guys for keeping me company. Thank you for the donations. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys on Tuesday with some more Warrior Cats. So I'll see you then. Bye.